Acum îmi revine onoarea să-l prezint pe următorul vorbitor. El este Paul Moynan. Lucrează în Parlamentul European în calitate de consilier politic pentru grupul conservatorilor și al reformiștilor europeni. Este bioetician, iar în teza sa de master a sintetizat legătura puternică dintre avort și nașterile premature ulterioare. El și soția lui Branca au condus ONG-ul internațional pro-viață denumit Hope Alive Counselor Association. ONG-ul acesta încearcă să-i vindece pe bărbați și pe femei de efectele avortului, ale abuzului sau ale neglijării.
I speak to you today as a Christian, as a British man married to a Serb, as a bioethicist who works in the European Parliament, and as the father of 4 living sons and 1 daughter. But I also speak to you as a survivor. All of us here have survived the most dangerous 9 months of our life, the first 9 in the womb. And for all of you Romanians, where the statistics show an average of 4 abortions per woman, all of us standing here are affected by missing people. Children, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts, cousins. We know we're survivors because we celebrate it in our films, in our literature, in our artwork. Think about Harry Potter, why he is so popular around the world. He is a prime example of a survivor. He has family members who are killed by an unknown, unnamed force. He feels alone in the world, searching for his identity. He is called for a special purpose, but he is filled with self-doubt. He is plagued by nightmares of blood and death, and he even carries on his body a painful scar. It is a shocking mirror of our times. And if we expect the European law to protect us, we are going to be disappointed. Abortion is available on demand in almost every country in the European Union. This year, Ireland gave in to the pressure from the abortion lobbyists. Only Malta and Poland stand out where it is difficult still to be aborted. Even in my country of the UK, 98% of the abortions are carried out because a woman may be at risk for her mental health. If they did their research, they would know that it is far more healthy to deliver a baby than to abort one. So 98% of the abortions in the UK should be criminalized and the doctors prosecuted. In 2011, there was some hope where European law recognized that an embryo is a fertilized egg at conception, and as such they should be treated with human dignity, but almost nobody does. They believe that the age of a person or where they are located defines who should be cared for or who should be killed. The European institutions on your behalf are pushing abortion as a woman's right. Your tax money is being used to promote abortion in the EU and around the world. And even they acknowledged it is just a matter of whether it's a baby or not. And our previous speaker has demonstrated clearly we are talking of human beings. In my daily work in the Parliament, I look for the phrase sexual reproductive health and rights. It is a deadly ideology that is harming women and their children. So that's the bad news. What can we do to fight this? 5 things that we can do. Choose your politicians who will be pro-life, nationally and internationally. Ask them where they would stand on these important issues. Secondly, prepare your family for the fight. We as a family operate together, and today I brought my son David to speak briefly to you.
My name is David, I'm 14 years old, and I fight for those who can't fight for themselves. I'm a bit different at my school. My peers will laugh and feel shocked when I tell them the truth about abortion. And they always blame it on the way I've been brought up. And they always ask why. Why go against everyone and be excluded? And I always tell them, as long as there are abortion clinics in the world, it is my duty, our duty, to fight for those who can't fight for themselves. Thank you.
Mulțumesc.
My hope and my prayer is that his generation will be the last that sees abortion needed or used. The third thing I would encourage you to do is to expose the lies using scientific research. The procedure is very dangerous for the woman and deadly for the child. The risks of breast cancer, the risks of infertility are multiplied every time you have an abortion. Even the problem of child abuse increases the more abortion happens. Depression, nightmares, self-harm, suicide. This is dangerous for our whole society. We must show it. Fourthly, we must be reconciled to one another, with ourselves, and with God. Abortion breaks down those relationships between men and women. So I would like to say to the women here today, on behalf of the many men who did not stand up for you, the men who hurt you, those who forced you to have an abortion, I want to apologize to you. I am sorry that we have deeply hurt you. And women, you need to be reconciled with men. Your husband, your boyfriend, your father, your brother. I volunteer with an organization called Hope Alive. We have trained people here in Romania and around the world to bring healing to those affected by neglect, abuse, and abortion. There is hope in being reconciled. And finally, number 5, we should pray for our family, our nation, and our continent. I salute all of you gathered here as champions of life. God bless you, Cluj. God bless you, Romania, and all of your children. Mulțumesc.
Mulțumesc.